Get ready, folks, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and the Roger Report is here to break it all down with the kind of high-octane energy you crave. We've got seismic shifts, shocking revelations, and moments that redefine careers. We're diving deep into the moments that make headlines and shape legacies. Don't blink, because the action is nonstop and the stories are hotter than ever. Stick around because you do not want to miss what's coming up next on the Roger Report. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're kicking things off with a story that proves even the biggest stars have a past that could have derailed everything. Imagine your career hanging by a thread, your scholarship gone, and your future uncertain. That's exactly where Travis Kelce found himself, but it was his older brother, Jason Kelce, who delivered the unforgettable wake-up call that changed everything. This is a tale of brotherhood, accountability, and the moment a legend was truly forged. Then, we're shifting gears to the gridiron, where a bizarre collision has sparked a wild conspiracy theory that involves none other than Taylor Swift. Was it an accident, or did Travis Kelce have a hidden motive for taking out his teammate Xavier Worthy? We're dissecting the social media buzz and exploring the theories that have fans questioning everything about that game in Brazil. And speaking of Xavier Worthy, we've got the latest concerning his injury after that collision with Travis Kelce. How serious is it, and what does this mean for the Chiefs' already depleted receiving core? We've got the full breakdown. You won't want to miss any of these massive updates. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always in the know. Brotherly love and a wake-up call that changed everything. This is the story that reveals how a defining moment in Travis Kelce's early career, long before he became a Super Bowl champion and pop culture icon, nearly ended it all. Back in 2010, as a sophomore at the University of Cincinnati, Travis Kelce failed a drug test for marijuana, leading to his suspension from the team and the loss of his scholarship. This wasn't just a setback. It was a crisis that cast serious doubt on his future in football. The pivotal figure in this near disaster was his older brother, Jason Kelce. Then a senior offensive lineman for Cincinnati, Jason understood the gravity of the situation. He recalled on their New Heights podcast how Travis had let down many people. The confrontation that followed was legendary. Jason Kelce didn't hold back. He famously threw a trash can lid at his younger brother, delivering a stark message. His football career was too precious to risk with poor decisions. This harsh, yet loving, intervention was precisely the wake-up call Travis needed. But Jason's support went beyond tough love. He actively worked to get Travis reinstated, convinced coaches to give him another chance, and even had Travis move into his house with teammates to instill structure and accountability. Slowly, but surely, Travis regained his footing, eventually returning to the team and showcasing the talent that would eventually make him one of the NFL's greatest tight ends. Despite being labeled a character concern, he was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs in 2013 and has since spoken openly about how close he came to losing everything. Fans and analysts alike see this moment not as a mistake, but as the crucible that forged Travis Kelce into the resilient athlete and man he is today, especially now with his high-profile relationship with Taylor Swift and their recent engagement, expanding the Kelce name far beyond the football field. But that's not the only shocking moment involving Travis Kelce recently. A collision on the field has fans spinning wild theories. Get ready for the bizarre speculation surrounding Xavier Worthy and Taylor Swift's reaction. Wild theory: did Travis Kelce take out Xavier Worthy over Taylor Swift? Kansas City Chiefs fans were left stunned not only by their team's season-opening loss to the Los Angeles Chargers, but also by a bizarre collision that sidelined wide receiver Xavier Worthy. While officially an injury, conspiracy theorists are running wild with the idea that Travis Kelce intentionally took out his teammate, with Taylor Swift at the center of it all. The incident occurred early in the game when Worthy, on a crosser route, collided with Travis Kelce. Worthy was forced to leave the game with a shoulder injury and did not return, impacting an already struggling Chiefs offense. This loss, coupled with the absences of Rashee Rice and Jalen Royals, contributed to a 27-21 defeat in Brazil. While the collision appeared unintentional, social media lit up with speculation. The theory posits that Kelce acted out of jealousy or possessiveness after Taylor Swift's recent enthusiastic comments about Worthy. During an appearance on the New Heights podcast, Swift recalled being hyped about the Chiefs drafting Worthy in 2023. Users on XCOM, like Carp, noted, Taylor Swift was hyped about Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce was having none of it. This sparked a narrative that Kelce, perhaps feeling threatened by Swift's excitement for his teammate, made a play to remove Worthy from the field. Kelce himself had a relatively quiet game, catching 2 passes for 47 yards and a touchdown. This performance, along with Worthy's injury, leaves the Chiefs receiving core in a precarious position as they face the Philadelphia Eagles next. With Worthy sidelined, the team must rely on other receivers like Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster, and potentially explore veteran options like Odell Beckham Jr., while Rashee Rice remains suspended. While theories swirl, the reality of Worthy's injury is serious and has the Chiefs organization concerned. We've got the latest on Xavier Worthy's condition and what it means for Kansas City's season. Concerning news for Chiefs, Xavier Worthy's shoulder injury after collision with Travis Kelce. Adding to the Kansas City Chiefs' injury woes, star wide receiver Xavier Worthy suffered a dislocated right shoulder during the team's season-opening loss to the Chargers. The injury occurred just 3 snaps into the game when Worthy and teammate Travis Kelce collided on an underneath route, forcing the speedy receiver out for the remainder of the contest. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported that Worthy's shoulder dislocation is still undergoing tests, and while he is reportedly expected to wear a brace and return this season, he is also seeking a second opinion, with surgery being a potential option. This setback comes at a critical time for the Chiefs, who are already without wide receiver Rashee Rice, serving a 6-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy stemming from a March 2024 car crash. The team also faced receiver health issues last year, with Rice tearing his ACL and Marquise Hollywood, Brown suffering a sternoclavicular joint dislocation. With Rice sidelined until Week 7 and now Worthy facing an uncertain timetable, the responsibility for bolstering the passing attack falls heavily on players like Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, and, of course, Travis Kelce. Brown showed flashes with a 99-yard performance against the Chargers, and Smith-Schuster contributed 5 catches for 55 yards, with Kelce adding 47 yards and a touchdown. However, these efforts weren't enough to secure a victory in Brazil, as the Chiefs fell 27-21. The team's depth at wide receiver is severely tested, and their upcoming game against the Philadelphia Eagles will be a significant challenge without their key young talent. The Chiefs will be looking to get back on track despite these significant personnel challenges. And while the focus is on injuries and team performance, there's another piece of news that has fans buzzing about the Kelce brothers' past. We're heading back in time to uncover a terrifying moment that shaped Travis Kelce's career, and it involves his brother Jason. Automated access blocked, News Group newspaper's stance on data mining. This section addresses a system-generated notice from News Group newspapers, publishers of The Sun, indicating potential automated user behavior. The message serves as a clear declaration of their policy against unauthorized access, collection, and text or data mining of their content by automated means, whether directly or through intermediaries. The notice explicitly states that such activities are prohibited according to their terms and conditions. For any entities interested in the commercial use of their content, News Group newspapers directs them to contact crawl permission at News Co. UK. This measure is in place to protect their intellectual property and ensure that content usage aligns with their established guidelines. The system's flagging suggests that the user's interaction pattern might have triggered these security protocols, prompting this informational alert. Furthermore, the notice acknowledges that human behavior can occasionally be misinterpreted as automated and provides contact information for legitimate users to reach out to their customer support team at help at the Sun Co. UK for resolution. This dual approach aims to safeguard their content while accommodating genuine users who might be flagged erroneously. The message concludes with a copyright notice and mentions registered trademarks, reinforcing their ownership and the legal framework governing their publications. This notice highlights the strict digital policies in place for accessing content online. Now, let's dive into the high-energy news that's making waves right now. All right, that's a wrap on today's explosive news rundown. We covered Jason Kelce's tough love that saved Travis's career, the wild Taylor Swift conspiracy theory surrounding Xavier Worthy, the serious injury update for Xavier Worthy, and the strict digital policies protecting news content. Don't miss a single update. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report, ring the notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials for more. We'll see you next time.